Good morning, students. Nowadays, we are studying the lesson rat traps, and in our previous video, we had known that Edla Wilmanson, who was the daughter of Iron Master, she persuaded the peddler, and peddler went with that lady, with Edla Wilmanson to her house. And the next day was the Christmas Eve, and the valet had bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. And the peddler stood there in a good suit that belongs to the Iron Master. And then when the peddler stood before the Iron Master, so Iron in the broad daylight, and it was impossible to mistake him for an old acquaintance because in the night, in the forge, in the light of that furnace, he mistook him for his old acquaintance. But now, in the broad daylight, there was impossible to do mistake. He When he looked the peddler, he thundered at him, and the peddler saw at once that he was exposed. But he told the Iron Master that it was not his fault. He did not want to deceive anybody. He had never pretended to be anything than a poor peddler. He had only begged to be allowed to live in the forge, to spend a night in the forge. And he was ready to put on his old rags again, and he wanted to go away. First, in starting, the Iron Master threatened him to call the police, but then asked him to go away at once. And after that, Edla Wilmanson, she did not want that he went away from there. And she closed the door, and she stopped him to go out. And the father was very angry, and he said, "What in the world are you doing?" Now, what happened after that, you will read in the next paragraph. So, move on the next paragraph. The daughter stood there quite embarrassed and hardly knew what to answer. That morning she had felt so happy when she thought now home like and Christmassy she was going to make things for the poor hungry wretch. She could not get away from the idea all at once, and that was why she had interceded for the vagabond. And the daughter was quite embarrassed when father scolded her, and she did not knew what to answer to her father. And that morning she had felt so, and that morning she was so happy, and she was thinking that they were celebrating Christmas with the guest, and guest was a poor hungry wretch. Wretch means unfortunate person. So she was very happy, and she could not get away from the idea all at once, and that was why she had interceded. And this is the reason that she had interceded means mediated, um, for the vagabond. She was speaking for the vagabond, and she gave answer to his father, to her father. And she said that, "I am thinking of this stranger here," said the young girl. "He walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcomed and can feel at home." And she took side of the vagabond, and she said that, "I'm thinking of this stranger here. I want that this stranger would live here for the Christmas Eve only." And she said that he walks and walks the whole year long because he was vagabond, and he has not has perfect shelter, and he walks and walks the whole year. and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he welcomed. Nobody welcomed him. Nobody welcomed him. There is not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome. Everybody chased him away. And can feel at home, and the place where he welcomed, and he can feel at home. Wherever he turns, he is chased away. Wherever he walks or he goes, and he wanted to shelter, so he was chased away. The people chased away him chased away. uh, Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross examined, and he frightened to being arrested every time. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us. And she said that I am thinking that I should like to have him enjoy. We should give him a chance, an opportunity to enjoy a day, only a day in a whole year, to live peace with us here. Just one in the whole year, just one day in the whole year. We should give him in peace. He would live in peace. Okay, so the iron master mumbled something in his beard, and he could not bring himself to oppose her. Iron master mumbled means murmured. He spoke in very slow voice, and he was in the condition that he could not oppose her. It was all a mistake, of course, she continued. She continued. Adela Wilmanson said that it was all a mistake. It is only a mistake. But anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human beings whom we have asked to come here. We asked him to come here. He did not come here by his own will. He came here because we asked him here, and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer. We promised him to give Christmas cheer. Him. So it is only a mistake. You do preach worse than a parson, said the iron master. Iron master was now angry with her, and he was not satisfied with her preaching. So he said that you do preach worse than a parson. So there is no impact of her preaching on the iron master. And he said, I only hope you won't have to regret this. And he said that I only hope that you will not have to regret this and to stay this person here. Um, a young girl took the stranger by the hand and led him up to the table. And the young girl, that Adela Wilmanson, took the stranger's hand and led him to the table. And she said, now sit down and eat. For she could see that her father had given in. And when she realized that father had given in, father had surrendered, then she said him that now sit down and eat. The man with the rat traps said not a word. He only sat down and helped him to the food. And that the man, the vagabond, did not say any word, and he started eating. And time after time, he looked at the young girl who had interceded for him. Why had she done? What could the crazy idea be? And time to time, when he was eating, and time to time, he looked at the young girl who had interceded, who had mediated for him, who took his side. And why had she done it, and what was the reason, and he could not understand. After that, Christmas Eve at Ramjo passed just as it always had. And then the Christmas evening, Christmas festival started in the Ramjo. At Ramjo, as always had, the stranger did not cause any trouble because he did nothing but sleep. And there is no difficulty, no trouble by that stranger, because he did only sleep. He only sleeping there. He did not do anything. And the whole forenoon he lay on the sofa in one of the guest room and slept at one stretch. And in one time, he slept there in the sofa and the guest room. At noon, they woke him up so that he could have his share of good Christmas fare. And they woke him up to for the lunch or for the food. But after that, he slept again. After eating, after taking food, he slept again. It seemed as though for many years he had not been able to sleep as quietly and safely as here at Ramjo. And he was frightening every time, and but here he realized peace. So he was sleeping here, and it seemed that though for many years he had not been able to sleep as quietly and as safely as here he was realizing at Ramjo. Okay, so the next para. And in the evening, when the Christmas tree was lighted, they woke him up again, and he stood for a while in the drawing room, blinking as though the candlelight hurt him. But after that, he disappeared again. And in the evening, when the Christmas tree was lighted, and they woke him up again, and he stood for some time in the drawing room where the festival was going on, and blinking as though the candlelight hurt him. And he was blinking, means he winking rapidly his eyes because the candlelight hurt him. And after that, he disappeared again. He went to sleep again. 2 hours later, he was aroused once more, and after 2 hours, they woke him up again. And he then had to go down into the dining room and eat the Christmas fish and porridge. And then he went for the dinner, and he took dinner. In dinner, he took fish and porridge. Okay. And as soon as they got up from the table, he went around to each one present and said thank you and good night. But when he came to the young girl, she gave him to understand that it was her father's intention that the suit which he wore was to be the Christmas present, and he did not have to return it. And if he wanted to spend next Christmas Eve in a place where he could rest in peace and be sure that no evil would befall him, he would be welcomed back again. And as soon as they got up from the table, he went around. When he finished his dinner, his food, he went to everybody, near the everybody, and he said thank you to everyone and good night. But when he went to the Adla Wilmanson, that young girl, and she gave him to understand that his father intention means according to his father that suit he wore, that suit he wore, that belongs to the iron master. And she said that he he wore this to be a Christmas present. This is the Christmas present for him, and it is no need to return that suit after that. And he want, and she also said that he, if he wanted to spend the next Christmas Eve in that house, in their place, so he could rest in peace there, and be sure that no evil would befall on him, and there would not be any difficulty for him, and he would be welcomed back again. And if he wanted to spend next Christmas Eve and next Christmas time with them, so he could that. Okay. And the next, the man with the rat traps did not answer anything to this, and he only stared at the young girl in boundless amazement. He was so amazing, he was so surprising why the girl was talking or taking his side. and why the she was so kind on him. The next morning, the iron master and his daughter got up in good season to go to the early Christmas service. And the next morning, iron master and his daughter woke up early in the morning and they went for the Christmas service in the church. And their guest was still asleep, and that vagabond was still asleep. And they did not disturb him, and they went out and they went to the church. When at about 10 o'clock they drove back from the church, and 10 o'clock when they were coming back from the church, the young girl sat and hung her head even more dejectedly than usual. And when they were coming back from the church, and they were so sad, and Edla Wilkinson also said they are very sadly. Why? Because at churches he had learned that one of the old crofter of the ironworks had been robbed by a man who have went around selling rat traps. They heard the news in the church that somebody who went around selling rat traps, a rat trapper, a vagabond, a peddler, who robbed a an old crofter of the ironworks. And they heard the news. Yes, that was a fine fellow you let into the house, said father. And father was scolding her that it is her fault, and she let him into the house, that vagabond. I only wonder how many silver spoons are left in the cupboard by this time. And the iron master was afraid, and he was saying that they did not know that how many silver spoons or how many things he would take or theft from there. The wagon had hardly stopped at the front steps when the iron master asked the valet whether the stranger was still there. And when their vehicle stopped in front of the gate, and there was a valet, and the iron master asked the valet that a stranger was there or not. He added that he had heard at church that that man was a thief. And the valet answered that the fellow had gone, and that he had not taken anything with him at all. But the valet answered them that the stranger had gone from there, but he had not taken anything with him. He, on the contrary, he had left behind a little package with which Miss Wilmanson was to be kind enough to accept as a Christmas present. But in the contrary, he left a Christmas present there for Edla Wilmanson. The young girl opened the package, which was so badly done up that the content came into view at once. And when she opened the package, that that gift, which was given by that vagabond, that peddler, she gave a little cry of joy. She was so happy, and she cried with joy. She found a small rat trap in that. And with the rat trap in it lay three wrinkled 10 kroner notes. And in that package there was a small rat trap and three wrinkled 10 kroner notes. But that was not all. In the rat trap lay also a letter written in the large jagged character. And there was a letter too, and 10 wrinkled kroner notes, okay, which he robbed from that crofter. Those kroners, those notes were there. And there was a letter in the jagged character, means in the rough handwriting. And in the letter, honored and noble miss, since you have been so nice to me all day long, as if I was a captain, I want to be nice to you in return as if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. And in the letter, he wrote that honored and noble Miss Edla Wilminson, and she was so nice with him all the time, and he was very grateful to her. And he said that I was a captain, you treat me as a captain, not as a vagabond, not as a thief, and I wanted to be nice to you in return. And as I am a real captain, now I am a real captain, and now I am a captain, not I am not a vagabond now. So his mind changed. I do not want to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by the thief, but you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside. And he gave three wrinkled note there, and he said that please give that money to the old crofter, old man at the roadside, who has money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for the poor mender. And that crofter who used to hung the pouch, the bag on the window frame to bait for the poor vendor. And it is a bait for the poor vendor. So please give all this money to that crofter. The rat trap as a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap if he had not been raised as a captain, because in that way he got power to clear himself. And he said that last that the rat trap is a Christmas present. This small rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat. He said himself a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap. He said that who would caught in this world rat trap, and he said himself a rat, and he said that this rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat. And if he had not been raised to a captain, he would be rat. He said that he would be rat if Edla Wilmanson had not raised him as a captain. She treated him as a captain, and his novelties and his good attitude and his her good attitude and her good behavior changed his mind and changed his life, because in that way he got power to clear himself, and he decided to leave all the thievery things, and he would be a good fellow and he a nice person. He decided. So it is the end of the letter, written with friendship and high regard, Captain Von Steele. And he said that he became captain because she treated him as a captain, and she gave honor and respect him. So he was so happy there, and that it is the end of the lesson. And in the end of the lesson, we can learn that Adla Wilmanson had treated him as a man and not as a thief, and that genuine regard had induced that genuine regard had induced him to be a better man and gave up stealing. And the genuine compassion and kindness of Edla changed the life of a thief and turned him into a better person, a better man. Okay, so it is the end of this lesson, and here some questions are here. You can see here, these are the questions 1 2 3 4, and you will do all these questions. It is your homework. Okay, and next there are some other questions too here. There are two questions, 1 and 2 is here. You will do these questions too. Okay, and it is your homework. So it is the end of this lesson, and you can do the answers from here, questions from here 1 2 3 4 5 6, but keep in mind that no any question would be repeated. Okay, so it is the end of this lesson. Okay, but just a minute, now the Hindi summary. It is the time of Hindi summary. Okay, तो हमने इसमें देख लिया था कि किस तरह से एडला विल्मनसन उस वेगाबॉन्ड की साइड लेती है, और वो कहती है जब उसके फादर उसको वेगाबॉन्ड को वहाँ से पहचान लेते हैं और उसको वहाँ से भगा देते हैं, उसको कहते हैं कि यहाँ से चले जाओ, तो एडला विल्मनसन उसको रोक देती है और वो अपने फादर के विरोध में खड़ी हो जाती है और अपने फादर को समझाती है कि ये जो वेगाबॉन्ड है वो पहले तो वही सोचती है कि वो कितनी खुश थी ये सोच करके कि आज कोई एक अनफॉर्चुनेट पर्सन उनके साथ है जिसकी वो हेल्प कर रहे हैं। और जब बाद में पता चलता है कि उसके फादर उसको भगा रहे हैं, जिसको उन्होंने खुद ही बुलवाया था, तो वो उसको अच्छा नहीं लगता और वो कहती है कि ये जो वेगाबॉन्ड है, ये जो पैडलर है, ये पूरे साल भागता ही रहता है, चलता ही रहता है, इसके पास कोई शेल्टर नहीं है, कहीं भी इसका वेलकम नहीं होता है, जो कोई भी इसे देखता है, जहाँ भी ये जाता है सब इसे भगा देते हैं। और इसको हमेशा डर रहता है लगा हुआ कि कहीं इसको पुलिस अरेस्ट न कर ले, क्रॉस एग्जामिन न करे, और इस तरह से ये सारी ज़िंदगी भागता ही रहता है, डरा ही रहता है। इसने एक दिन भी पीस में शांति से नहीं काटा है, जहाँ पर बिना डर के शांति से काटे। तो ये सब मिस्टेक हुई है। इसने हमने खुद ही इसको अपने पास बुलाया है, और इसलिए हम इसको एक दिन कम से कम पीस का अपने साथ रहने देते हैं। और जब वो देखती है कि आयरन मास्टर ने सरेंडर कर दिया है, वो कुछ नहीं बोल रहे हैं, मतलब वो उसको अपोज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो वो कहती है कि ये सब गलती से हुआ है और हमने ही इसको बुलाया था आज क्रिसमस के जो त्यौहार है उसमें अपना साथ देने के लिए, और हमने इसको प्रॉमिस किया था कि आज का दिन जो है ये हमारे साथ रहेगा, तो हमें अपने प्रॉमिस को नहीं तोड़ना चाहिए। हालांकि आयरन मास्टर उसके इस तरह के प्रवचन से सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है, और वो कहता है कि तुम किसी पार्सन से बहुत बुरा प्रवचन देती हो, अर्थात उसके प्रवचन का उस पर कोई असर नहीं हुआ। वो कहता है कि तुम्हें पछताना पड़ेगा, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि तुम्हें पछताना पड़े इस बात को लेकर के कि तुम इस एक थीफ को, एक जो पैडलर है, इसको अपने घर में रख रही हो। लेकिन वो उसको अपोज नहीं करते हैं, और जब उसने देख लिया कि फादर अपोज नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो उसने उसका हाथ पकड़ा और उसको बैठा दिया, वेगाबॉन्ड को बैठा दिया डाइनिंग टेबल पर, उसको कहा कि चलो खाना खाओ। और वेगाबॉन्ड ने एक भी शब्द नहीं कहा, वो केवल खाना खाने लगा, और बीच बीच में वो एडला विल्मनसन को देखता रहा। और वो बड़ा सरप्राइज है ये देख करके कि क्यों उसने उसका साथ दिया है, और ऐसा क्या है, क्या कारण है कि वो उसको उसकी साइड खड़ी हुई है और उसके बारे में उसने इतना अच्छा कहा है। और फिर उसके बाद क्रिसमस ईव शुरू हो गया, फेस्टिवल शुरू हो गया, और क्रिसमस का त्यौहार जैसे हमेशा ही होता था उसी तरह से हो गया। और इस बार स्ट्रेंजर के कारण कोई ट्रबल, कोई परेशानी नहीं हुई, क्योंकि उसने कुछ नहीं किया, वो तो केवल सोता ही रहा। पूरे दिन वो सोया, और उसको उठाया गया, खाना खाने के लिए भी उसको उठाया जाता था, वो तो गेस्ट रूम में केवल सोया हुआ था। उसको दोपहर में जगाया गया, उसको खाना खाने के बाद वो फिर सो गया। फिर रात में जब क्रिसमस ट्री को लाइटेड हुआ, क्रिसमस ट्री को वहाँ पर रखा गया और उसमें लाइटिंग की गई, तो फिर उसको जगाया, और वो ड्राइंग रूम में आया। वहाँ पर कैंडल लाइट जो थी उससे उसको परेशानी होने लगी, उसकी आँखें झपकाने लगा, और इसलिए वो दोबारा से वहाँ से गायब हो गया। फिर वो सो गया। 2 घंटे बाद उसको फिर जगाया गया, और उसको कहा गया कि चलो अब डिनर के लिए चलो, और उसको लाया गया डिनर के लिए। वहाँ पर उसने क्रिसमस जो फूड था वो उसको खाया, और खाने के बाद वो हर किसी के पास गया, और उसने वेगाबॉन्ड ने हर किसी को थैंक यू कहा और गुड नाइट कहा। लेकिन जब वो एडला विल्मनसन के पास पहुँचा, तो एडला विल्मनसन ने उसको कहा कि मेरे फादर की ये इच्छा है कि जो सूट तुमने पहना हुआ है वो तुम ही रख लो, वो हमारी तरफ से तुम्हें क्रिसमस का गिफ्ट है, प्रेजेंट है, उसको वापस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। और यदि तुम अगला साल का जो क्रिसमस का फेस्टिवल होगा उसको भी हमारे साथ बिताना चाहो तो तुम आ सकते हो, कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी तुम्हारे ऊपर, कोई इविल बिफॉल नहीं होगा तुम्हारे ऊपर, और तुम्हारा वेलकम होगा, दोबारा से हम तुम्हारा स्वागत करेंगे, और यदि अगले साल भी क्रिसमस पर तुम यहाँ आना चाहो तो आ सकते हो। लेकिन वो जो वैगाबॉन्ड था उसने कोई आंसर नहीं दिया, वो केवल देखता ही रहा एडला विल्मनसन को एक बहुत ज़्यादा सरप्राइज़ के साथ कि वो कितनी काइंड है, और उसके प्रति इतनी काइंड क्यों है उसको यही नहीं समझ में आ रहा है। अगली मॉर्निंग को आयरन मास्टर और डॉटर जल्दी उठ गए, और उनको क्रिसमस की सेवा के लिए चर्च जाना था। वो चर्च गए, उन्होंने वो वेगाबॉन्ड सो रखा था इसलिए उसको डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया। और 10 बजे जब उन्होंने चर्च में अपना काम पूरा किया और वापस आ रहे थे, तो एडला विल्मनसन बड़ी दुखी बैठी हुई थी गाड़ी में, और उसके फादर उसको कह रहे थे कि तुमने क्या किया। क्यों? क्योंकि उन्होंने चर्च में वो बात सुन ली कि एक जो व्यक्ति वेगाबॉन्ड है, वो रेड ट्रैप बेच रहा है, रेड ट्रैप सेलर है, पेडलर है, उसने एक क्रॉफ्टर को लूट लिया है, जो आयरन वर्क्स में काम करता था पहले, एक क्रॉफ्टर आयरन वर्क्स का, उसको लूट लिया है। और वो समझ गए कि ये तो पेडलर है, ये तो हमारे ही घर में है, और वो अकेला इस समय घर में ही वो नहीं है। तो इसलिए फादर कहते हैं कि तुमने ही उसको घर में रुकवाया था, वो अपनी बेटी को डांटता है, और अब मुझे नहीं पता कि कितने सिल्वर स्पून बचे होंगे घर में, वो सब चोरी करके ले गया होगा। और जैसे ही वो घर पहुँचे तो गेट पर ही उनको वैलेट मिला, जो उनका नौकर था, और उन्होंने आयरन मास्टर ने तुरंत पूछा उससे कि हाँ ये बताओ कि जो स्ट्रेंजर था वो यहाँ पर है या नहीं है, हमने सुना है कि वो चोर है। तो वैलेट कहता है कि वो तो चला गया, लेकिन अपने साथ कुछ ले नहीं गया है, बल्कि उसके बजाय वो दे के गया है, एक पैकेट दे के गया है एडला विल्मनसन के लिए, और कहा है कि ये उसके लिए प्रेजेंट है, क्रिसमस प्रेजेंट है। वो एडला विल्मनसन ने जब वो पैकेज खोला, तो वहाँ पर उसके अंदर एक छोटा सा रेड ट्रैप रखा था, एक छोटी सी चूहेदानी रखी थी, और उसमें 3 रिंकल्ड 10 क्रोनर नोट, जो 10 क्रोनर नोट, जो 30 क्रोनर उसने उस क्रॉफ्टर से चुराए थे, वो तीनों नोट भी उसी के अंदर रखे हुए थे, और एक लेटर भी रखा हुआ था, जो कि ऐसी रफ हैंड राइटिंग में लिखा था। और उसमें क्या था, उसमें लेटर में ये लिखा था कि ऑनर्ड एंड नोबल मिस एडला विल्मनसन, आप मेरे साथ कितने अच्छा व्यवहार आपने किया है, आपने मुझको एक वेगाबॉन्ड या एक पैडलर की तरह ट्रीट नहीं किया है, आपने मुझे एक रियल कैप्टन की तरह ट्रीट किया है, इसीलिए मुझे भी लग रहा है कि मैं वास्तव में कैप्टन हूँ, और मैं आपको एम्बेरेस नहीं करना चाहता इस क्रिसमस सीजन पर एक चोर बने रहने के कारण, और मैं ये मनी वापस आपको कर रहा हूँ, जो मनी मैंने चुराई है उस क्रॉफ्टर की, जो कि रोड साइड के किनारे उसकी हट है, उसका घर है, और विंडो फ्रेम पर वो गरीब जो इधर उधर भटकने वाले लोग हैं, उनके लिए एक लालच, उनके लिए एक बेट टांग के रखता है, उसको ये वापस कर दीजिएगा। और रेड ट्रैप की तरफ से अपने आप को रैट कहता है कि एक मैं रैट हूँ, जो कि इस वर्ल्ड के प्रिजन में, इस वर्ल्ड के रेड ट्रैप में फंस गया हूँ। उसकी तरफ से ये छोटा सा रेड ट्रैप जो क्रिसमस प्रेजेंट है, ये आपके लिए है, ये गिफ्ट है। अगर आपने मुझे यहाँ से बाहर ना निकाला होता, वो कहता है मैं इस वर्ल्ड के रेड ट्रैप में फंस गया था, यदि आपने मुझे बाहर नहीं निकाला होता, यदि आपने मुझे रेज नहीं किया होता एज अ कैप्टन, आपने मेरे अंदर अगर ये फीलिंग ना भरी होती कि मैं एक अच्छा व्यक्ति हूँ और मेरे साथ भी अच्छा व्यवहार हो सकता है, और मुझे एक कैप्टन की तरह आपने ट्रीट किया, अब मैं वास्तव में मैं कैप्टन ही बनना चाहता हूँ, मतलब कैप्टन की तरह ही रहना चाहता हूँ, और मैं उस रेड ट्रैप से बाहर निकल गया हूँ, और इस तरह से मैं अब मेरे अंदर ये पावर आ गई है कि मैं अपने आप को क्लियर कर सकूं कि मैं क्या हूं, और मैं अच्छे ही काम करूंगा, बुरे काम मैं छोड़ दिए हैं, और आज से चोरी भी छोड़ दी है, जो चोरी की थी वो पैसे भी उसमें रखे हुए हैं, और उसको स्पेशल कहा गया है कि उस व्यक्ति को वापस दे देना। और इस तरह से लेटर पूरा होता है, रिटर्न विद फ्रेंडशिप एंड हाई रिगार्ड कैप्टन वॉन स्टेला, वो अपने आप को कैप्टन वॉन स्टेल ही कहता है। तो इस तरह से एडला विल्मनसन के एक बहुत ही अच्छे व्यवहार के कारण एक जो थीफ था, एक जो चोर था, एक वेगाबॉन्ड था, ट्रैम्प था, पेडलर था, वो एक अच्छा इंसान बन गया, और वो अपने आप को एज ए कैप्टन ट्रीट कर रहा है, मतलब एज ए सिविलाइज्ड पर्सन ट्रीट कर रहा है। तो ये चेंज उसके अंदर आया, और एडला विल्मनसन के अच्छे व्यवहार ने उसको चेंज कर दिया। तो ये इस मॉरल है इस स्टोरी का, ये मैसेज है स्टोरी का कि हम अगर अच्छा व्यवहार दूसरों के साथ करें तो उनको अच्छा लगता है, और वो भी फिर अच्छा बनने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो इस तरह से ये लेसन पूरा हुआ, और यहाँ पर ये जो 5 क्वेश्चंस हैं ये आपने करने हैं, आप देख सकते हो 2 क्वेश्चन यहाँ नीचे हैं, और इसके बाद भी जो एक्सरसाइज में बाकी ये 6 क्वेश्चंस हैं, इनको भी आप कर सकते हैं। हाँ, इतना ज़रूर देखें कि अभी पीछे जो लेसन में हमने इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस आपको दिए हैं, उनमें कोई रिपीट ना हो क्वेश्चंस। अगर आपको कोई नया क्वेश्चन इसमें से लगता है तो आप इसमें से कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो इट इज़ द एंड ऑफ दिस स्टोरी। Okay, thank you.